Well, this was just going to be a simple job, just paint the front, and then I thought, well, I need some new guttering. In the process of putting the brackets on, I discovered the lead looks a little bit dodgy. So now let's have a proper look. There we go, look, the lead's quite cracked and damaged, so I've taken off that guttering. I'll replace that with a bit of new guttering and new gutter brackets. You see that one's brittle, looking broken, and it's looking like that lead has got to go. So I'm going to go for fiberglass, and the boarding don't look very healthy either. So it's going to be fiberglass, I think. There we go. That's got the guttering off. Now it's a case of getting them flashings turned up, because I'd like to preserve them, but I should put a fiberglass turn up, which will cloak most of that. As you can see by that bit there, the lead is fragile now. It's quite a good coat though, probably 4 or 5, even not 6 now.
And so it's not just a matter.
So the lead's off. You can see there that there used to be an outlet that went directly into the down pipe. That would have been years ago, and I imagined that the guttering was put round because the joint with that outlet, the lead joint there, would have broken down years ago. The boarding doesn't look too bad, but I can spot a small area of rock halfway along this first section, and the nails are rusted away, so I might just as well go for new boarding. I've taken off just this first board just to have a look, just to justify whether it's worth taking the boards off or not. I do know there's a couple of small pockets of rock, so yeah, it's worth taking all the boards off, so let's get on with that. Yeah, it actually don't look too bad, but there's a small pocket of rock there, look, and I can see that we've had a leak there. So I really just caught it in time, and I had a leak just there, look. So, and of course that corner looks as though the water is coming down there so fast, I think it's been bubbling up over the flashing. So we'll make special attention there when we put the glass on. The insulation, now I must have stuffed that in from underneath. Well, I can't even remember how I got it in there, because I've never taken the ceiling down inside, so I'm not quite sure how that got in there. Oh no, yeah, I stuffed it in when I did the windows, so I didn't actually make a bad job of it, so I'm quite pleased with that. But anyway, I'm going to add some kingspan to the top of that, and at some time or another it looks to me like we've had some sort of nest. But then you see that is just a fascia board, so that if the birds can get in the end, and I'm thinking they can get in the end and round that last board. Also this end, this bit here, that is also just a fascia board. At the moment I'm levering the boards out, and I'm trying to leave that there. I'll wait and see. I might still take both fascia boards off yet, but I'm only going to put them back on again. So if I can get these boards out without touching that, then I will do. Otherwise these jobs, yeah, they end up going on and on and on. After all, I was only just going to do the face of the so that's how I'm getting it out, just by levering it on a piece of timber like that, and then giving it a good old pull. Now, I can't do that and hold the camera at the same time. Oh, I've turned woman's arrow down too. So, there we go then. I keep saying that, don't I? That's what the earwig said when he went over the cliff. Here we go. I've got a bit of rock there, look. So I think, and there's a bit there, so it justifies me having a look at it all and redoing it. So the insulation's not bad. I should put some sheet material in there, some reflective sheets in there, because this is the safe facing. That keep heat in and keep heat out. So onwards. There we go, that justifies what we're doing.
So it makes sense.
Check we got a rung, only just, but it's enough. Insulation in, because I've already got fiberglass insulation in there. I'm just using the 1.25" ultrastone. So boarding's on. I've put it down behind the front moulding because to go across on top of that would have raised the whole thing up and would have compromised our flashing at the back. So some consideration needs to be given to that, and the edging that I'll be using for the fiberglass will cloak the rough edge of the moulding, the rough top edge of the moulding, where I messed it about a bit when I was putting the gut brackets on. Got me drip edge along this front edge. It's a little bit wider than I'd have liked, but needs must. And I've got me back tilt and fillet. That's what we call it in the old days, a tilt and fillet, and returned it across the neighbour's roof. So I'm all ready for glassing now. I've got to have a bit of a tidy up. This coat on. There's 2 thicknesses of the fiberglass I'll put on there. So now we've glassed up. I didn't show you how I glassed it because there's far better websites that show it better than I can do it. And the truth is, I kind of like muddle along, but it's just to show that glass for one of these kind of roofs is good, and that is good for, well, I know it's good for 14 years because I did that one up there 14 years ago and it's still good. So I'm not going to say there you go, but there it is. Now because we've got that tilt and fillet at the back, it's possible that you may have to cut the back end of your brackets off, depending on what sort of bracket you've got, you see, so that it clears that tilt and fillet. Because that's going to go tight back there, so you see that, and then clear that tilt and fillet. So there it is, that's what it looks like on the front, running down to the gutter at the front. Let's go and have a look on from the top. There we go, so just a bit of guttering through the front. You could, if you wanted, do, you know, have a sunk in outlet to save the guttering on the front. But there we go. That's the way I prefer to do it. There we go. My next door neighbour's roof is dropped on the front. I think that's when they must have had some, when they had the double glazing done. I don't think it was supported very well. So consequently their bit of gutter into ours looks like it's running the wrong way, but I can assure you it's running down. There we go, that's how I've done it. There was no point in me showing you how to fiberglass because there's much better sites than I could show you, and I only do it once in a while, so nowhere near as skilled as somebody that does it a lot. So that's it, there it is, job done.